massive pressurised metal tube, tens of thousands of feet above the earth. Okay, to me that's magic. Okay, I've got a linguistics degree. To me that is magic. So I think that's a legitimate thing to be afraid of. Or people say, I'm not afraid of flying, I'm afraid of crashing. I fly a lot. I go on holiday a lot and I travel with work, or I used to travel with work. Has anyone travelled on Wizz Air? I know at least one person in this room has travelled on Wizz Air, because I've travelled on Wizz Air with you. Not that this is all my Facebook friends here, but anyway. There you go. And real friends, in fact, but I plugged it on Facebook. So I've travelled on Wizz Air quite a lot. Now, the first thing that should kind of get you a little bit is perhaps the name. It's called Wizz Air, and this doesn't inspire confidence necessarily, really. Wizz Air. There's another one called Wow Air, which just sounds, wow, it flies! It actually flies! I've not dared go on Wow yet, but I've been on Wizz. And one thing that disconcerts me about Wizz, and it's the only airline I've come across where this happens routinely, when you land, everyone applauds. And you just think, if you're a pilot, like, the main basis of your job, surely, is to land the plane with all your passengers still present and correct. Anything else you do, fine, whatever, I can see that could be going above and beyond, but the basis of a pilot, surely, is you take off, you fly, you land, no one dies. Don't applaud when he does that. This doesn't happen in any other job. If you go for your smear test, sorry guys, but ladies, if you go for your smear test, when the nurse pulls the speculum out, you don't applaud the fact that you've still got a cervix. One laugh, good. I got a really big laugh the other day because I did that joke for a hen do and they thought it was the most hilarious thing that they'd heard after about 8 shots and 6 glasses of wine. But I've travelled on a variety of airlines, and you find there's sort of 2 extremes, and I would be happy for something in the middle. So on one extreme, you've got the sort of slightly more upmarket airlines, you know, the British Airways of these worlds. I always think on those airlines, the pilot has spent far too much time honing the voice and less time learning to fly. Because the voice goes, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're currently cruising at around 35,000 feet and I'm just sipping cocktails and listening to some smooth jazz. And I'm not sure that I really trust them. They just sound too laid back, too chilled to be a pilot. But then at the other end of the scale, you've got, in the event of landing on water, life jackets can be purchased from a member of our cabin crew. We have a range of life jackets on board for you today, including the discounted luxury £50 model. Yes, for just £50 you will get a light and a whistle and a self-inflating life jacket coming in a range of colours. In the event of a sudden drop in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will fall from the ceiling for customers who have prepaid a premium to use this service. I just want something in the middle. Is that too much to ask? A competent pilot who you don't need to applaud and I don't need to pay to stay alive. We have a look at where I'm up to now. This was all going so well, wasn't it? Oh, the other thing that does amuse me actually about flying, this is more linked to my job. So I look after a team that advises international students. So I do a lot of advice on immigration, which means that I tend to look in detail at the landing cards when I go to other countries. Maybe this is another reason why we want to aspire to be more like America. When we went to the US, has anyone ever read the back of the US? You've probably read the back of the US landing card. It is the sweetest thing I've ever read because it says, have you ever been or are you now engaged in any of the following? And there's a list. Acts of terrorism, acts of genocide, acts against the state, attempts to overthrow the US government, or between 1933 and 1945, were you involved in any way with crimes associated with Nazi Germany? Who says yes? Like, they are the most optimistic nation on earth, that they put that on the landing card, just waiting for that one really honest terrorist who sat at the back of the plane thinking, on the one hand I murdered all those people, on the other hand to lie about it would be wrong. But I've talked about, I mean, one thing about anxiety, of course,